Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another stream of Skyrim. My name is Silver. Is my microphone okay? Appears to be. Down there, probably someone lies in the Red Mountain, the largest volcano. Dashing with their shield will stagger an opponent. If timed properly, will also interrupt the power attack.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
Master Aventus Jarek Ulfric wishes to express his deepest sympathies at the death of your mother, Tia. Unfortunately, because you are fatherless and have no other known relations, the Jarl cannot allow you to remain in your home unsupervised, therefore, in no more than a week. Time you report to Arnold Hall Orphanage in Lifton, where you will reside until your 16th birthday. The Argentino family home in the city will, of course, remain your property. The building will be securely locked and ready for your return 6 years hence. 6, so he's 10 years old. Note that I am unsure of the education provided to you by your recent deceased mother. If you process the ability to read the letter I am currently composing, therefore a member of the city guard will call upon you in 1 week at your home and provide escort to the orphanage. Hopefully this arrival will not come as a complete shock. With great respect, your list steward, your most noble, your first close book. Yeah.
Broad is the head mistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
I'm right behind you. As you wish, my Thane. We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it up. Oh, steady on.
Staying safe, I hope. Everything all right?
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. Me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellicard has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college. Daedra take you then. The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Until next time.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer.
I've got your back. As you wish, my Thane.
Our courier will be the first to tell you that if it weren't for that college, we'd all be better off. I agree with him.
What's your business here in Winterhold? Should have known. Not that it matters anymore. No one bothers coming to Winterhold for any other reason. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. I do. And if you count yourself among their numbers, then you've blood on your hands as well. There's nothing left of Winterhold. Nothing. Everyone knows it's the college's fault that the sea swallowed our city. Still they deny it. But we all know the truth. What's there to tell? It's mostly gone now, thanks to those damned mages in the college. Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of the city just dropping off into the sea. That doesn't just happen. Mm-hmm. I don't care how many colleges they build, or or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all.
We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town? Probably.
What is it?
It's worth a try. You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
You need to leave. I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Until next time.
What is it? Dragons?
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Take a look. All right, then.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? I look forward to it. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. college is massive to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
You want to know a trick on how to level up sneak fast? Go into an inn. Sneak into sneak mode, and then go AFK.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthor nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please, let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Smaller.
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Falion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Falion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Aaron found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. All right, then.
This, so I get I lifted the monitor height.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. Take a look. All right, then. I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right? As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. Until next time.
I trust you aren't considering any thievery. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Let's get going then. I'm right behind you. As you wish, my Thane.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you. Mm-hmm.
We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then. I do
Still
what's
here.
necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't
I am
count on my brother
sworn to
for
carry
anything.
your burdens. You lead, I'll follow. You lead,
If you're
I'll
looking for
follow.
Ranmir, he's either passed out in bed or working on winding up that. My brother's a good-for-nothing drunk. We'd have lost the house by now if it were up to him. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Good day.
Name's News. I'm the cook of Candlehearth Hall.
Last, I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I think... Sorry.
Come and see for yourself. Take home Windhelm's finest precious produce today.
I've been meaning to speak to you, Anya. Rumor is thieves
One should never pay too much attention to rumors, Torbjorn. You have piqued my curiosity, however. Please, do continue.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
In fact, he's been noticed. Kill is a prospect. His forces are unarmed.
Not that I've known anything about him.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You lead, I'll follow.
I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does.
Thank you.
I couldn't ask for a better teacher than Owengo. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor. What can I do for you?
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
So proud.
Need some metal hammered?
I wish there was somewhere I could find.
You've done more than
Need something?
Hermir's become
Be
a
careful.
decent smith. Like to think I had a hand in that.
lost myself for a moment there. Just need some time to get over the loss.
With my swords in their hands, Ulfric's men will send those Legion dogs running. Yeah? The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword, I'll reward you.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home, all at reasonable prices.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Assorted wares and
Let's get going then.
come and see for yourself.
break, guys. I'll be back later.